Sup guys, Monster Chapter back for episode 11 in the Sim Game series. Today we'll be featuring the Dallas Cowboys and we'll be playing against the Miami Dolphins. Our opponent today will be a subscriber, 5950 808. So it should shape up to be a really good game. The Dallas Cowboys, as we know, are one of those teams in real life that, they usually don't get it done, but they have a lot of talent on the field. So, offensively, they've got Miles Austin and Dez Bryant, who are just freaking beasts. I mean, they're both like 6'3", athletic, decent speed. They're really good in real life as well. And tight end Jason Witten, one of the elite tight ends in the league. Um, Felix Jones is a speed back. He's really fast, like 96 speed on here. So they have a lot of offensive weapons. Tony Romo's a solid quarterback. Um, Real life, he makes mistakes, but on the game, he's pretty agile with decent accuracy. So they just have a lot of offensive weapons everywhere. Ogletree in the slot as a speedster. Defensively, they've got some DeMarcus Ware and Spencer at linebacker, and those guys are just some of the best linebackers that you're going to get on the outside. Along with that, they're going to have a fast secondary. Some of their secondaries taller, like Terrence Newman. He's kind of like Champ Bailey for me, I guess. I'm not sure how he's still, like 95, 97 speed every year, but you know, he gets it done on this game frequently. Though he's pretty solid in real life, and you can see him there making plays. So they just got a really good team on here. Their offensive playbook was one heavily used last year, so you know, I'm looking at it, and they do have a really nice offensive playbook. And defensively, they run a 3-4, so you can run a variety of blitzes and things like that. Now I've been sick, so I missed a few days. Man, throwing up and stuff, it's been all bad, but I guess that's the season's changing in Minnesota. And right there, we make a good play on Brendan Marshall, but Marshall is gonna have a monstrous day, and this pretty much shows how all his catches will look. Over the top, he'll either have a linebacker on him or just something, dumb. I mean,
No, what the
I
fuck?
messed up a few times, leaving him open, leaving the wrong guy on him, just trying out blitzes out to 3-4, trying to experiment, and my opponent made me pay for it. So really, really smart on his part. And on that play right there, I just kind of rushed up to the line, and he happened to hike it while I was rushing, so we got a pretty fast sack there. Now here we drop into a zone, and Brendan Marshall just gets behind that slower safety. So gotta pay attention to where everyone is on the field, especially the marquee receivers and marquee running backs. As I said in the last time I played the Dolphins, you gotta watch for Brendan Marshall and Reggie Bush at all times. Those are their definite two huge playmakers that will hit you for a big play. So you gotta pay attention to that. He puts them in the slot. You're going to notice he puts him there a few times, and then Tony Romo does what Tony Romo does best. Um, just choking off the clutch situation right before half. Mixture of good and bad. And of course, Ogletree just returns the favor, and now we're in a real bad position. We had an 11-point lead, but now we're up 4. He has the ball with the opportunity to get some more points right before half, so pretty much we lose the before half battle, but luckily we get an interception there by Terrence Newman. Uh, if you're playing the Cowboys, the guy you don't want to test is Terrence Newman. Like, he is their best secondary player and definitely the best on the game for their team. And right there, we just got behind the D, and we'll take the 3 before half. So instead of losing right before half drastically, we make up some of it right there. So we got a touchdown lead. You know, we got
Yeah, yes,
we had the
sir. That's
ball.
what I needed.
Oh my goodness. A third fumble. I mean, gosh dang, it's tough to win. That brings me to my next point. The Your mental state when playing Madden.
Yeah.
As we see here, we could just completely collapse. We get three fumbles on three consecutive drives, pretty much, and just
I knew
at
that.
this point, a lot of people would just start doing things like streaking, throwing bombs, just trying to get back what Brendan Marshall's doing and what Madden's doing. You just gotta keep playing your game, you know, keep doing what you do. And here I
Yes,
try a
sir.
screen
That's what I
play.
needed.
Didn't work. No one was open. Shouldn't have forced the pass. Can't blame that on Romo. So that was definitely all my fault. But
Damn.
just, your mental mind state has to be strong, has to be
What the
consistent. You
hell was
just got to keep
that,
playing your
yo?
game. And he's been hitting us with Brendan Marshall deep, so
That play
I
was.
manned him up with a linebacker, but I brought
I had
Skandrick
to
over
play
to
that
help
shit
over the
late.
top, so that paid off for us. And sometimes, the Madden gods, as a lot of gamers would call them, it seems like they don't want you to win, but you just got to keep
Oh,
playing your game.
wow.
You're not going to win 100% of your games. It's just not possible. You might catch
Come
somebody
on,
on their A
man.
game, or you might just have a bad day. Stuff
Don't
happens,
be leaving, bro.
but the most important thing is to go into the game with the right mental mind state and to keep that mental mind state. If you go into a tournament or a money game or a big game, against your crosstown rival or something, if you go into that game anxious, impatient, frantic, you just want to kill them real fast, and that's how you end up losing. You have to go into the game prepared to run your offense, prepared to run your defense, prepared to make adjustments. You know, you just got to have the right mental mind state. If you got some stuff going on, with your
Fuck.
outside life, that can definitely affect your Madden gameplay. Like, you're breaking up with a girlfriend or something crazy like that. So it definitely affects your Madden play. So, if you're just coming home from a funeral or something, like, just take your time, recover, you know, get back in your mental mind state, get back,
Damn.
hopefully things get better for you. And, you just gotta come back when you're ready. When I'm not ready, I usually just, you know, practice or hit the lab or just run some unranked games and just, try to work on my craft more or less than try to, go into any real big games. So, um, that pass there, I don't know how it got through, but
I,
it was crazy. It's a good pass. He's playing a real good game right now. We still have the lead, even though we had the three fumbles, even though we've been
oh,
just stinking it up against the bomb. And he's really only bombed to Brendan Marshall, which is smart, more or less. And Hitty puts it on the money there, but the wide receiver just couldn't get his feet in. 4th and 8 here. Can we get the stop? Chad Hitty says yes, overthrows it. But yeah, I mean, the only thing to take from this game is that because that wraps that up. Your mental mind state, and keep doing what you're doing. Don't change up because of events in the game. And until next time, guys, take it easy. Stay tuned.